The king's back. 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 The king's back.
Yeah, what's up? What's good? What's happening? Welcome to my live stream. I am the actual King Smith. It is Monday, September the 15th, 2025. This is a series that I call Monday's Motivational Message. Well, I like to start off the week on something positive, but I don't know how people are going to feel after this one. I'm a I'm a typical upbeat, happy-go-lucky dude, but from what I'm seeing lately, I think some people just don't get it. So this message is for the people that really want to do something, that might be putting some things off. I've had this message out before, but it is a reoccurring theme that I like to remind myself sometimes, and that's get moving to get left. Plain and simple. Life does not wait for nobody. So I think sometimes you have to remember that. You have to remember that. I know how it is to be in the day to day where you're doing the same thing day in and day out. You're waking up. If you got a family, you got kids, you doing what you got to do for the kids. Then if you're working, you're getting out the house, doing your 9 to 5, clock in, clock out, get off work. If you got time, hit the gym, come back home, shower, eat, rest, help your kids with the homework, repeat, give your significant other time, all of that jazz. And it can feel like you're doing the same thing and you're doing a lot, but you're not really doing a lot. And for some people, that makes them happy. For some people, that's okay. But for others, you're wondering like, man, why why am I not getting anywhere? What's going on? And the way that I look at it is like this, right? Like I said earlier, life, it doesn't slow down for anybody. I don't care who you are. Opportunities don't just wait until you are ready. They pass by and they land in the hands of those who took action. Plain and simple. When you think about people that are above average in what they're doing, some of that's natural talent, some of that's just their God-given ability, right? And then for others, you have to put in work to rise above everybody else. Think about this. It's I've said it time and time again. It's not that hard to stand out in today's world. And those that stand out are the ones that get the opportunities, they get the raises, they get the promotions for the most part based on merit, right? Let's take nepotism out, out the picture. Let's take, oh, it's a system and I'm not going to be able to beat the system. Let's take that out the picture. You still have to put in work. And the crazy part about it is even by putting in work, it's not a guarantee, but that's okay. At least you're working to improve your situation. That automatically sets you above everybody else. Everybody else. Um, the biggest thing that I can say to somebody right now on this Monday is that inaction is an illusion. And what I mean by that is this. Um, Staying the same is not actually what it sounds like. It's not what it is. You can go to sleep, wake up, and the technology that you have in your hand is already obsolete. Technology advances, industries transform just like that, and skills that were valuable yesterday can become obsolete tomorrow. If you're somebody that's an expert on a suite of products, right? A year from now, a whole new competitor's products came out that's technically more advanced than the one that you're currently working now. But if all you do is stay in your lane and not try to improve or learn what the competitor's product looks like and how it operates and works, you're going to get left. I see a lot of people comfortable where they're at, and comfort is the enemy of growth. Um, comfort comfort's one of those things that it just kind of sits there. You're like, man, I'm good. I can coast. This is enough. I can kick my feet up. Do it if you want to. Somebody's sitting right behind you, waiting on you to get comfortable so that they can take that promotion from you, take that next opportunity from you. The only person that you can blame after that is yourself. Because while you're resting, being comfortable, others are learning, they're adapting, they're innovating. They're not just surviving, they're navigating towards those next big opportunities. And when that gap happens, when it widens, it doesn't just grow a little bit, it accelerates. And you get left way behind. A few feet become a mile. And the next thing you know, they're way up there and you way back here. And that doesn't apply to just things like your career, where not learning a new skill means that you become less valuable. I'm learning or have learned and start applying that it also applies to your health, right? Not exercising means that your body's actively weakening. I have heart disease. I came back from a symposium this past weekend that was dedicated just to the people that have my specific condition. And that was really dope. It was a really good event. I met some really cool people. And one of the things that I found interesting were the conversations that people were having about how they live with the condition that I have and their lessons learned and things like that. Like I was hard-headed when I first got my diagnosis. Nobody wants to think that they're no like I went from feeling invincible to like, wait, hold up. You mean I have what? I can't do what? It stripped me of my wings in the Air Force as an enlisted aviator. It stripped me of the job that I was doing, and it changed my whole trajectory. But I did not let that stop me from learning new things, finishing my undergrad, completing my graduate degree, and getting my master's because I didn't want to get left. It also applies to things like your mind. I just talked about that additional education I got. And going to school wasn't just a box checking event. Going to school wasn't just something that, oh, well, I might as well do this because everybody's talking about it. No, I'm glad I went and got my advanced education. Not necessarily because of what it taught me. Like it didn't just, oh, now I got all of this knowledge just because I went to school. It helped in other areas gained by networking and trying to figure out how to say this, not closing off myself to the world by being presented with something that I might not have thought about. That's one of the things about sharpening your mind as well is that you can get some type of knowledge, some type of additional information that could just help you think about something a different way so that you can move in a certain manner. It it baffles me that people don't understand that. And on one hand, I care, but on the other one, I don't. I have this saying that I always say that the train's going this way, get on and get left. And I'm not slowing it down for anybody. And I got that saying from Coach Greg Adams. Shout out to Coach. CGA said, train's going this way, get on or get left. And I'm not stopping it for anyone. I'm not stopping it for my kid, not stopping it for my lady. I'm not stopping it for anybody. Anybody. Let me see if I wish I could zoom in on myself. Anybody. It's not stopping for anybody. You have the same opportunities, or people have the ability to have similar opportunities. I'm not getting the opportunities that I'm getting just because of my name or my resume or the color of my skin or any of that. I'm not getting these opportunities by happenstance. Okay. I'm showing up prepared. And when the opportunity comes, you got to get ready for it and accept it. Like, think about this. A pretty good friend of mine who is very particular about who he selects for things. I'm gonna say it that way. Has given me the opportunity to do this show that I do on WTF Nation Radio. They're an offshoot of US Army WTF Moments. US Army DF US Army WTF Moments has over 1.5 million followers. WTF Nation Radio's somewhere north of 300,000. I forget. But during these live streams where I would come and talk about my vlogs and things in the past, over the last couple of years, allowed me to be able to parlay that into doing a sports show on WTF Nation Radio. I'm not doing technical analysis or anything like that. I'm just having conversations, speaking in front of a mic with a co-host that gets about, I want to say 10,000 views within the first 7 days of us going live on air. We've got a pretty decent following. And that opportunity came from just doing this. And anybody can get on and have a live stream. You don't need a fancy camera, a fancy setup with some lights over here and a microphone. You don't need all of that. Does it help? Absolutely. It helps legitimize you. But part of the opportunity that came from me simply started from just doing. It started from having a little bit of discipline from time to time to put myself on camera and learn how to speak, or sometimes just speak. I've attended Toastmasters to work on some things, and I'm actively thinking about the stuff that you learn in Toastmasters. I sometimes come off these live streams and I'm mad at myself for the amount of so's, and likes that I've said. I'm thinking about that stuff. I'll come off of a live stream, and if I have time, I'll replay my live stream so that I can figure out how many likes, and things that I've said. Or get this, you could use AI to watch your stream for you and count the amount of times that it's been said so that you can speed up that lessons learned, that after actions report faster. Again, technology, understanding and learning it. So now instead of wasting time replaying my video so that I can get that instant feedback for myself, I put it in AI, AI counts it for me, and now I have that much more time to go about doing something else to improve on my knowledge, on my physical fitness, which is what I'm going to be working on. I put that behind bad. So my message to people this week is this. The choice is simple. Move or fade. Move or fade. I want you to try and either learn something new this week, start a project that you've been putting off, move your body for just 15 minutes today. That's what I plan on doing. Or have that conversation that you've been avoiding because you're fearful of the results or the outcomes of it. Or, that one right there. Sometimes people avoid conversations because they don't like conflict. And that's me. I don't like conflict. I don't have time for it. I don't like the energy that conflict puts out when you're in conflict with somebody. I've never liked it. And sometimes I would avoid conversations that were uncomfortable because I would know that it would come with some kind of conflict. And that's a catch 22 with that, because the more that you avoid something and don't have that conversation, the bigger the resentment can grow within that, and that can do more harm than good. So for somebody out there that might be thinking about having that conversation, but have been dreading it because they like their peace, right? Look, I'm in a peaceful place right now. I know if I do this, it's gonna start conflict. Just have that conversation, get it out the way, take that action, move, don't fade. Standing still is gonna cost you everything. Everything. I don't I'm saying it clear, I'm saying it very matter of factly. And as I get older, I'm starting to realize that there are certain things that you just do and certain things that you just know. Um, and hesitation costs you a lot more than failure. So get out there and do. If you fail, that's not like it's a bad thing, because failure at least teaches you. You can recover from falling, but you can't recover from never starting. Okay? So get out there, get moving, or get left. Let's see. We got Opie in the building. Opie said, wise advice. Opie, thank you, man. Thank you. Look, it's one of those things that as you get older, you start realizing real easy. But I appreciate you coming in and I appreciate you commenting. That's my time for the day. That's my live stream. I said I was going to get out and get 15 minutes of activity today. I'm about to do that before I start my job. So I'm not just coming on here talking and not doing anything. I'm about to go take action. Y'all do the same. I give you a salute and I'm out. Peace.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Trumpets blare the golden call. A throne awaits, I rise so tall. Drums like thunder, shake the hall. Royal robe, I wear the weight. Diamonds cut the night, no debate. Heavy is the head, but I'm feeling great. Crown me king.